Hey guys, Aaron Zagarba here, and today in this video, we are going to be going over my little script for No Clip, the backroom short film that I wrote. So let's get started. As you can see, we got the shot list right here. So this was very, very short. And of course, there's a lot of misspellings and stuff like that. I'm just gonna go do a basic overview of this little shot list that we have. Not everything in the shot list actually got put in the final product, but this is a very basic shot list that we kind of followed. So we got scene 1, where he's on Earth or whatever. We got a close-up of the character packing his bags with camera and survival gear at the media studio, and then of course if it's the audio portion, the bag rustles and the bag zipping up, the equipment getting put in the bag. Scene 2, we got the camcorder. I think what I was trying to do is trying to say that this was shot on the camcorder. This is from the perspective of the camcorder. The character is talking to the camera about how he's going to document the back rooms, and he talks about no clipping and all that kind of stuff. Basically, same thing in the audio clip and how he talks about his documentary. We transition to a rack zoom. The character activated the old camera. He sees an open room with a glitched chair. And the sound is sound of camera turning on and zooming out to reveal the room with a glitched chair. Scene 3, the character travels to the abandoned building and touches a glitched chair. Distorted audio coming from the chair. So what we did in the final project was we just had the chair phasing in and out. So really we had just 2 separate clips, and we just cut them in such a way so it looked, they were static shot, and we kept it to where they were moving in such a way that it looks like the chair is glitching out, but in reality it's just a bunch of video overlaid over top of each other to make it appear that way. Scene 4, the character ends up in level 2. This is a wide shot. Character falls into the back rooms and smiles. Sound of the character falling, and then it cuts to scene 5, another level 2 scene, medium wide zoom, where on the old camcorder, pretty much all this, the scenes, this changed a little bit. I did not add the smiling part, but I did add when he falls into the back room, the camera glitches for a moment, and then everything is pretty much from the perspective of the camera while he's in the back rooms. Then it transitions to the old camcorder footage. Lights are flickering. Scene 6, almost done, level 2, wide. Sound of old camera turning on and sound of camcorder zooming out. Of course, a lot of this I kind of did on the day and changed it up a lot. So a lot of this I didn't follow. There's a lot of basic storytelling elements that I followed with this and how the story was gonna play out. But like other than that, a lot of it was pretty different. We are in third person camera perspective. Character gets up and walks with the camera down the hallway. I didn't add that. The sound of the character walking and buzz of lights. Scene 7, level 3. Wide, far away. Character walks down the hallways and corridors alone. Wide transitions to camera. Character hears screeching sound and gets startled. The sounds of screeching and character gasps. Also, I didn't really do that either. That kind of came later on when we did the monster scene. Transitions to level 4. The interview, one of the characters telling their story of how they got into the back rooms. This one I never really thought out. I kind of had the actors kind of come up with their own story and kind of tell it to me on the day. So it was almost like I was making a documentary in short film about a documentary, is kind of what happened. Scene 8, level 3, camcorder looks around the hallway. So this is what I basically turned into like B-roll or whatever, just like while you have the characters talking, kind of filmed just like a documentary where the character's talking about something and you see a bunch of extra footage kind of over to kind of just emphasize what is happening and their experience. But that's basically what I did. But how this plays out in the screenplay or whatever you want to call it. Interview of the character telling their story of how they got into the back rooms, the characters, dialogue, and buzzing lights, which I still kept the buzzing lights and sounds. We got a lot of different audio from that, which I talk about actually in the podcast with Toby, who I filmed majority of this with. Scene 8 on level 3, camcorder looks around the hallway, character begins to listen for the noise. I also didn't add this, by the way, and begins to search for it. The character starts, this is the audio section, by the way. Character starts calm breathing and walking sound. I don't know what I was trying to write there. Once again, I misspelled a lot of stuff, and sometimes even autocorrect just automatically corrects it for some reason, and then corrects it into the complete opposite of what I was trying to say. Scene 9, level 3, camcorder slow zoom on the entity. Character sees a dark figure down the hallway, and tries to communicate with it. Entity does not respond. Character says, "Hello, who are you?" I didn't do this either. Basically the idea was when I actually filmed it, is we just had me walk down the hallway, I see the monster screams, I run away, and that's basically what happened. I run away, and then the idea is I find a spot to hide and run there, and the monster the idea is you hear the sound of the monster walking by, but you don't see it. Scene 10, level 3 again. This is kind of more or less a part of the same kind of, not shot, but scene, more or less. The camcorder zooms out from entity. Character then remembers entities in the back rooms. Character says, "Oh no, that one I obviously didn't keep." Scene 11, level 3 once again. Same scene. I don't know why I broke it up this much. I should have kind of kept it more together. Once again, it's a camcorder scene. All these scenes are camcorder scenes, by the way. Character sees entity running at him. Entity screeches as it runs. I did keep that. Scene 12, camcorder. Character runs down the corridor. Sound of running and machinery. All the basic Foley sounds. So you hear the monster screeching, the running, the sounds of just this loud, incessant machinery just clanging in the background. Of course, the sound of entity running, sound of me running. We transition to Dutch Tilt, running down hall. That was actually my idea. I kind of wish I went with that Dutch Tilt. It would have just explained the craziness and had maybe some really funky music kind of playing in that part, because I think that would have been interesting. I might even kind of edit it and just do that, just to have a different version. Anyways, back to the script. We have a Dutch tilt, and the idea was here, we'd have the Dutch tilt of the camera in a static shot, we'd see me running, and then you'd see the monster chasing after me. Entity, the sounds, entity running and screeching. Scene 13, done. Level 3, camcorder, character hides behind a wall while entity looks at him once again. Horribly spelled. Oh, this is just really bad, but I'm able to read my own dyslexia, so at least I'm able to read it. Character, heavy breathing, turn into quiet breathing, because I'm trying to hide from the monster. The monster's looking for me. I start breathing heavily because, I ran really hard trying to run for my life, and now I got to slow down that breathing is the idea of the character, and now you have to basically just try to be quiet. And if you've ever ran really hard or whatever, and you're kind of out of breath or whatever, and then you have to start slowing down on your breathing and being very, very quiet, it's really hard to, control that. And that was the emotion I was trying to kind of convey. Scene 14, level 3, once again, character interview on camcorder. This is where we transition to another interview. Character tells a story. Character tells a story of buzzing light of lights, the sounds. Scene 15, camcorder. Character wonders more halls, still frightened by what he saw. Includes AB. I do not remember what that means. Character roaming halls and sound of machinery and buzzing lights. Character gets into elevator to level 4, elevator doors close, sound of character pressing button and elevator closing. I had an elevator scene, if I'm remembering correctly, in the thing, but I don't think I ever actually. Of course, this scene, I also didn't keep. Camcorder. Character celebrates, basically, as he is safe in level 4, and searches for communities. The audio portion is like, he's basically going to say, yes, 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 like, you know, he made it to the safe place. Um, and then, of course, the sound of the character walking. 18, camcorder, character walking in level 4, scene 21. I don't know why I transitioned to level, to 21. Wide establishing, character walking with camera, distance walking sound. Still, we have the buzzing lights. Scene 22, level 4. I think a lot of this got actually jumbled up as I was writing it. Word just kind of jumbled it up, and trying to keep it as a 2-column script is what I was doing. Was kind of annoying because I was just constantly just adjusting things all the time. We got the camcorder, character finds community, he sees tents, all that kind of stuff. He says hello to one of the survivors. People respond by looking. Camcorder, character talks to the camera, vlog, like style. Character says that he's going to interview the survivors of the back rooms. Character talks to the camera. I should have probably been more descriptive since that's the audio portion, but it doesn't really matter as long as I understand what we need to do. Scene 24, camcorder, character interviews survivor of the back rooms. He asks questions like, how did you get here to the back rooms? What is it like to live here? What do you do for the community, and how do you think there's a way out? And of course, not really, but I'm trying to remember what part in the film I added this, where Toby is going like, a way out, a way out. There isn't a way out of here. We're doomed here. There isn't a way out. This is an eternal tomb, essentially. And I think he really captured that, like that. He's lost it. He can't. He's been searching for a way out for so long, and he just couldn't find it. And he's just basically almost. He's basically at the point of giving up all hope. So we got character interview, survivor, sounds of light buzzing. So the sound of buzzing is basically going to be consistent, even though I don't add it every single time in the audio portion. It's going to be consistent throughout the film, is the idea. Besides, obviously, in the front rooms, or Earth, as you know, our world. But scene 25, camcorder, character starts to set up camp, character sets up tent. I also didn't add this. And equipment, sigh of relief, sounds of rustling tent, just setting up stuff sounds, you know, clanking of stuff, getting stuff out of the backpack. Scene 26, level 4, character does self-interview and says he's accepted life in the back rooms. Sounds of light buzzing and, sounds of light buzzing and character, that dialogue item. I don't know what I was trying to say. Once again, I have not revisited the script in a while. Of course, we have kind of a basic overview of what we're doing. Day 1. So these are the actors, stuff like that. I don't know why it got this messed up. Like, we got dates, Monday 3-6, Thursday 3-6, Wednesday 3-6. It's just all kind of just crazily jumbled up. I also got kind of some schedules for some people, just so that I knew what days they're available. Day 1. And I actually wrote down a lot of this on a piece of paper, and literally what we did was we marked a lot of it down. We just marked a lot of it down. Interview, 3 to 5 takes. Entering back rooms, 3 to 4 takes. B-roll, village, 1 to 2 takes. Setup, 20 to 40 minutes. Entering level 4, 2, 3 takes. Audio / ambiance. I don't know why it's spelled with Y. Handycam, scene, entity shot, 2 to 4 takes. We actually did, I think, 4 or 5 takes with the entity shot and the running shot and all that kind of stuff. Running shot, 2 to 4 takes. Hiding shot, 2 to 3 takes. Shot exploring level, 4 to 3 takes. Day 3, cinematic shots. Static shot of character walking, 2 to 3 takes. Handycam startup, 2 to 3 takes. Packing bag shot, 2 to 3 takes. Travels to building, 2 to 3 takes. Wide hallway shot, 2 to 3 takes. Day 4, any missed shots, basically. And that was a very basic overview of what we had. And then, of course, we had the ideas. This was my idea board. I actually even wrote down descriptions for the different levels. What is the character's objective? To document the back rooms. Why does the character want to travel to the back rooms? Document it for research. Character wants to document the back rooms. What is the plot? There's a lot of stuff, and these were ideas. We didn't do a lot of these just because we couldn't. It was such a short amount of time. Maybe shoot in one of the buildings on campus, level 4, the hub, 1 to 2, different communities, lights, flickering entities, avoid, possibly shoot in dorms. That was an idea. Lights, buzzing, ambiance. Just basically anything that would pertain to creating this project I wrote down. 3 to 5 minutes long. Also, it's not 3 to 5 minutes long, so I did not even follow that rule. Look at Reddit ideas, possibly level 1, facelings, question mark, betrayal of survivors, question mark, possibly shot in art buildings, question mark, in the MEG, question mark. There's just a lot of just stuff. But yeah, there's a lot in creating that. And it wasn't a big project, but I enjoyed creating it. And just the amount of creative ways we found our way around, especially with the monster scene, which I've talked about in the podcast before, but I wanted to make a little video about just going over the script. Hope you guys enjoyed this little breakdown of the script and all my very, very bad spelling errors that I have throughout the script. But it does give you an idea of what some of the original plans were. And then, of course, when you rewatch it, probably rewatch it after you watch this video, just to give yourself an idea of what it would look like. And like seeing the differences, because this is what's going to happen with a lot of projects. You have ideas that you wrote down in the original screenplay or whatever, and then on the day while you're shooting, either you come up with new ideas, you change something, you find out something can't be done, or a certain actor just can't show up, so you have to get rid of that character, or whatever it is, things will change. And sometimes maybe you even, of course, you have to kill your babies sometimes, kill your darlings, where you really have a really cool shot in mind or something like that, but then it doesn't work with the story or whatever it is. Things are just going to change, and then it's really interesting to see the difference between that, between the actual finished product and what you had written down on paper or your computer. And you can even check it out with other movies, like you can actually look at the scripts for different movies online. I'll actually see if I can link some stuff down below, scripts, and just look at some of your favorite movies, and see if you can find the script and see how different it kind of is between the finished product, the actual film, and the script. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye.